Hey everyone who's joining. I am just waiting on Anita to join. So we're just going to take a couple minutes to get set up here. Yay, she joined. Hi, Anita. All right, let's see. Getting set up.
Hi!
Hi! Don't
How
you
are
look
you?
fabulous?
Thank you. I love your hat too.
I love your hat, and I love the hat
I
band.
love the
Who
wide
loves
brim hat.
that? Oh yeah, I'm gonna tell you all about this hat because it's gonna look fabulous on you. Let me just turn up the volume here so I can hear you okay.
Okay,
All
perfect.
right, perfect. How's it
Yay!
going?
Thank you so much for having me
Oh
here.
my gosh, I am so excited for this today. For everyone
Thank
who's
you.
joining us, I figured we'd do a quick introduction about like myself and of course you. I want to pass it over to you so our viewers can get to know you a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to do a fun styling session to find Anita the perfect hat out of our collection. So just to kick it off, for those of you who are joining who don't know who I am, my name is Jamie Slye, and I own and operate a hat business out of Seattle, Washington. Our number one mission is to really design and create hats, distinct hats that really complement your unique personality. Because it's to us, it's not about the hat. It's all about what the hat does for you. So, we really want you to find a hat that suits you and really speaks to your own personal story. And we want people to feel empowered to share their story. So that's what we're all about. Um, Over the last couple of weeks, I've been doing personal styling sessions to help people find the perfect hat for them. And so I also want to mention, like, obviously with this crazy time and challenging time for all of us, I've had the pleasure of getting to know people like Anita, who I may not have typically gotten to know on like a personal level. So there's a lot of positive things that have come out of, this experience for all of us. So I just want to say thank you for joining. And I'm so thankful that we've had the opportunity to connect.
Thank you so much for having me here. Like you say, I don't know if this is not the pandemic thing of the virus. I didn't know if we would connect, in this level and
Yes,
even to be able to do this together. So I'm so thankful for that. Um,
me too. But yeah, for everyone that's watching, I would love for you to share, like, the last time we spoke, I was really inspired just about how you talked about what hats really mean for you. And I'd love for everyone who's joining us just to, hear from you about like you and your story and what you've got going on and all of that.
sure. We have some time, right? I would like
Yes. Yep,
to
we've
have
got some time.
get
And this
to
thing
know
cuts
my
off.
background.
Yes, this thing cuts off in an hour, so I'll make sure we watch the time.
Okay, awesome, awesome. So for you who don't know who I am, my name is Nanphanita. Actually, it's my real name, but you can call me Anita for short. I was born and raised in wonderful country, Bangkok, Thailand. So when I grew up there, like I grew up in the culture that we didn't embrace individuality at that time, and I was so insecure. I was not confident at all in my own skin. But I always been like an optimistic person. I'm a dreamer in the way, so that part kind of helps me to survive the reality and kind of led me to unexpected journey. Like so, long story short, I met the love of my life. So I moved to the USA like about 6 years ago.
Okay.
But yeah,
Wait, I don't
so
think you told me. Did you meet him when you moved here? I don't know if you told me
no, no,
that.
no. He's American, right? So
Okay.
I met him when I came here to work. Um, Again, when I was in Thailand, I worked in the company, and then they sent me to work here. So I was able to meet him at the party, and we kept in touch and had like long distance relationship.
Okay.
And
Oh,
I never knew it would work, but it worked. So anyway, I moved here about 6 years ago, and he loves me. I'm so grateful, and his family really welcoming me also, you know, in their arms, right? So I'm so grateful for that. But when I moved here, I had no ones. I mean, I had no families from my side. I didn't have friends. And I, you know, of course, I stopped the career that I had in Thailand. So I feel like I had nothing. I had of course, I have my husband, but I feel like in that level, I had nothing, and I have to start all over again.
Yeah.
And as I mentioned to you before, like, so I was kind of stuck myself in my house. I didn't know what to do. But in some level, I knew like if I would like to have my life here, I have to push myself out there. I have to meet people. So I have to have friends. I cannot just talk everything with my husband, right?
Yep.
So I'm so introvert. Even right now, I know I'm so introvert. But deeply in myself, I would like to push myself out there. I would like to be outgoing. I would like to be extrovert.
Yeah.
So every time when I go out there, I still like kind of stay in my corner. I don't know what to do. But styling always come naturally to me. I always know how to put myself together, have fun dressing up. And accessory becomes like my number one thing. I always love wearing jewelry, always love wearing hats. So when I go out there, I kind of make sure that I, you know, dressing up, put accessory on, put my hats on, and kind of cheer up my mood, kind of lift up my confidence. That pretending I had that's kind of results of power that give me that. And then when I go out there, even I didn't know how to start to talk with people, but mostly my hats, my jewelry, my accessories become like a conversation starter, and people start to find like you know, interest to talk with me. So I feel like from that moment on, I feel like accessory, especially, has become like a big part of my life, and give me a lot of confidence, and I feel like I can go out there and conquer the world. But so I always love hats. I've been like a fashion lover, and like about a year ago, I slowly started to have a blog, and I'm using my real name. I use nanphanita.com to be my blog, and because I feel like everyone loves shoes, everyone loves bags, but I feel like when I search information, like I don't see enough information or people talk about hats.
Yeah.
And I feel like hats like a an accessory that can make an outfit, can like make a statement right away when you go out there. I feel disappointed. I feel like people don't talk or give credit enough about hats.
Yeah.
So I started my blog according to that, but also at the same time, I feel like I would like to use this outlet to be a platform that encourage people, you know, to be who they are, and feel confidence in my own skin, whatever they choose to wear. And also, I would like to connect with like-minded people. I would like to create like hat communities, because I feel like I don't see that enough out there, and I would like to use the platform to connect with people who love the same thing, who like to talk about the same things.
Yeah.
So I've been doing this, and I really enjoy and meeting like amazing people just like you.
Yeah. I know. That's like
And
why I'm so thankful that we came together, because just like hearing about your story, I feel so connected to it, because you know, when I thought about even designing or starting this business, like I wanted to empower people to be themselves. Like that was the whole point. And so I feel so jazzed when I meet someone like you, because you're saying like everything about you is exactly what I want people to know about, you know, being empowered to be themselves and not being afraid. And I think hats are kind of like the vehicle that allows people to do that. And I also think that hats can be very personal, and they can also be very intimidating. So it's our job to like help people with that, right? Like once you find a hat, I'm sure, and I would love to hear like the very first hat you ever had. But
oh my
I
God.
feel like like you may not even know, because I can't even imagine what your collection looks like. But I'm like, once you find, you know, I hear all the time people will say, well, I'm just not a hat person, or I've never been able to find a hat that like, I can't wear hats. And I always tell
Mm-hmm.
people, like, you just haven't found the right hat, because once you find the right hat that really feels like you, it kind of opens up your door to every single hat, because you become more comfortable in your own skin.
Right, right. I really agree with this because I've been talking with a lot of people and I feel like, oh, I really love the hats on you. You're looking great with that. I love the hats, but they don't love me back. And I feel
Yeah.
like that's not true. I agree with you. Like maybe they haven't tried enough. Like they always have like hats out there for everyone. You just have
Yeah.
to find the right hat, the right size for you. But also everything's about confidence.
Yes, everything. Because you don't want,
Yeah.
like I always tell people too, you don't want a nice hat sitting in your closet. Like, you should be able, when you're like dressing yourself for the day and styling yourself for today or
Mm-hmm.
for the day, it should feel like an easy choice.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you're finding a hat where you really have to think about it and you're like, I'm not sure, chances are you probably won't wear it that much.
Mm-hmm.
And so I usually tell people, like, for your starter hat, you should find something that's an easy pull out of your closet and that feels really good so that you can get comfortable wearing hats.
Mm-hmm.
But I am so curious, what was the first, do you remember the first hat you ever owned?
Oh my God. To be honest, when I was in Thailand, it's not my culture that I grew up like wearing hats or stuff like that.
Yeah.
And perhaps maybe my first hat might be like a baseball cap. I have to be
Okay.
honest with that.
Yeah.
I thought like either like a baseball cap because I had like a bad hair day or a straw hat when I, went to the beach. And so that's more like practical for me. So I would say that. But when I really start to appreciate hat and I have the picture of it, it's just like when I start to love to go to like a vintage stores and I saw like a beat up hat, like a beat up fail hat, but have like a big like a in the like a top color, but have like a big trim up like a big black rose and
Okay.
it kind of speak up to me and I wear that.
Yeah.
It's quite a thick felt hat, and it was like 100 degrees something in Thailand. It was super hot, but it looks so good on me.
Is your hat collection, like, how do you, okay, I can only imagine all the hats that you do have. How do you store them? Or do you display them in your place? What does that look like?
I put them in mostly in boxes
In
or
boxes.
stack them.
Okay.
I know, like I see a lot of people like display them on the wall, and I love that so much. But I feel like in the long term, those way they look not on display, but I don't think they're good for the long term
Yeah,
to
they get
you know to
dusty.
preserve the hat. Yeah,
Yeah, you're gonna have to like constantly clean them. Which who
yeah.
has the time for that?
And I
I mean,
feel
I
like
guess now we do, but
yeah, and I'm afraid like it's the nail or the gravity gonna change the shape of the hat
yes.
too. So for me, I keep everything, especially like the hats that I pay a lot of money for
Yeah.
them. So I keep them in my boxes.
Yeah.
I have hat boxes stacked. I don't have a lot of space in my closet, but I stack pretty much like my hats in the box.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I totally get that. I actually want to start offering hat boxes with all of my hats, but that's a whole nother conversation.
That would be a good idea.
I know.
I love that.
I
Yeah.
know, right? Because especially if you're traveling, I mean, which I'll go through my hats. Most of them are packable and crushable, but for the ones that aren't,
Mm-hmm.
in order to travel with them, I'd love to be able to offer a hat box. So I'm sure you have some fabulous hat boxes too. But hat boxes are so cool, especially if you find like a vintage one that's beautiful.
Maybe I have to talk with you later where
Yeah.
to buy a hat box.
Yes, we will. We will.
I have one brand that I have a hat box that they have also like strap, so you can carry it with you, and you can stack maybe a couple hats in there and put another accessories. But yeah, it's really practical when, especially for me when I travel, I would like to wear more than a hat, more than just one hat.
Yeah.
So I like to have like 4 or 5 of them at the same time, and just to go on the plane would carry, wear one and carry another 1 or 2. It's not really practical. And I know like you can also pack your hat in the suitcase, right? They have the way to do that. But for some hats, I don't like to kind of crushing or like kind of squeeze and kind of damage the shape of the hat.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
that's so important, especially.
So I kind of have the hat boxes so that separate my hats from everything else.
Yeah, yeah, especially for like the nice straw hats and all of that.
Right.
But
so
yeah,
I'm so excited. You're gonna have hat box. I'm gonna buy that.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, oh no, boxes. That's like my next project, so we'll see. But anyways, okay, so you mentioned your blog. Is there anything else that you want to share with everyone about like your website or where to go to read about certain things? I even noticed too that you do jewelry, which I was reading on your about page. I didn't know if
That's my first thing when I did, because when I was in my country, actually I graduated from my university in gemology. So I started to do jewelry. I did all that. So that was my first love.
Okay. Yeah.
So hat is my second love.
And now, do you still sell jewelry?
I still have it. Yeah, I still sell them.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna check it out after this. Like, I'm going to do that as soon as I get off here. Oh yes, I need to check it out. Also, hi Kim. Thank you so much. So Kim said we look beautiful. Thank you, Kim.
Oh, thank you so much.
Kim is actually my photographer out of Colorado, so she jumped on to say hello. So thanks for saying that.
Oh, so sweet. I don't know what time is it in Colorado right now.
I'm like, are they on? Is that Mountain Time, Kim? I don't even know. Like, I think they're 1 hour behind me. Is that right? I don't even know. Isn't that awful? So maybe it's noon there. Who knows?
Yeah.
Or maybe it's 2 o'clock. Maybe they're 1 hour ahead. Anyways,
I'm so bad with like, time different. Like when I have to speak with my family in Thailand, like, oh, how many hours back there? But I know it's during the day.
What is the hour difference there?
Right now I would say 11 hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
so like when it's nighttime for us, it will be like, here nighttime will be morning over there. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's tough. I'm always complaining because my parents are on the East Coast and I'm always like 3 hours ahead, but I can't even imagine 11-hour time difference. Oh, but we do what we have to do.
Yeah.
Well, cool. Well, I would love to go through the hats and find one for you if you're ready.
Yes, I'm ready. I'm so excited.
Okay, perfect. So just to give everyone a little intro, so I carry 12 different shapes. They're all unisex. The sizes work for men or women. There are 2 shapes that lean a little more feminine, but I would love to see a guy rock them because that would be so awesome. But yeah, so 12 different. I use wool felts, the wool source from Texas. I use Panama straw, so they're all, the straw that I have is a really high quality straw. Most of them are packable, crushable, water repellent, but we'll go through all of that. So what I'm going to do is, before I jump into the hats, I feel like, so you can pull off any of these hats and I know it. And so this is actually going to,
I hope.
Oh, you totally can. This is actually going to be hard for me to choose one for you because
it's hard for me too. I swear it's hard for me to pick one.
Like I have 3 that I'm having a really hard time picking one because I mean you could honestly do any of them, but I want to understand more about like when you're not working, you always look fabulous, clearly. But I want to
thank you.
But I want to understand like when you're not working or you're having downtime, like what is your typical style? And also looking at your collection of hats, what do you feel like is missing so that I can provide potentially something that you may not have? But first things first, tell me a little bit. I mean, obviously, you've told me about your personality, but for those who are jumping on, tell us a little bit about how you would describe your personality.
Oh my gosh. It's hard to tell. I think I have mixed personality since like I'm the person who have a chance to be able to live in 2 parts of the world. I mean, I grew up in Thailand and then I moved here. So I've got a chance to experience both of those 2 worlds. So as I mentioned before, like I'm pretty much introvert, but deeply I'd like to be extrovert.
Okay.
So And I'm so optimistic. I feel like, if you can put your mind for something, you can do anything.
Yep. Okay.
But for me, I always love to do something fun.
Okay.
It's all about fun.
Okay. All right, perfect. Now, when you are, so even on the weekends, right, or like whatever your downtime is when you're not working, and I know the situation we're in right now is a unique situation. So when things hopefully get back to some sort of normalcy, tell me about, like, on the weekends, what are you typically doing? Like when you're saying, you want to have fun, tell me about what your typical like day in the life of Anita is.
Okay, I have to go back before all this happening, right?
I know, it's weird.
I hardly remember because every day right now seems to be the same.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh my God. For me, if like my downtime, I like to be with myself.
Okay.
I like to connect with nature.
Okay.
I love like go out there walking in the wood. If I have like a short time for the weekend, but if I really have longer time, I love traveling. I love to go to different, countries or even like different towns just to feel the environment, to get to know the people, what they have there, how even just go to the New York City one day and just standing and just watching people walking past by, see their personalities, see what they wear.
Yeah.
That's something like that's fascinating for me.
Okay. I love it. Okay, because what I'm thinking, I'm like, should I already tell you this or no? What I'm thinking is like, you might potentially be looking for a hat that's very useful but still stylish, because obviously it needs to make its way to wherever you're traveling to. And if you're exploring outside, like if I know you probably still want to look stylish, but you also want to be wearing something that's like, if you're walking through the woods, there is a level of like usefulness in what you're wearing, right?
Right. Yeah, that's a good point.
Is
I
that
always think, yeah, I always would like to have, I feel like the look come first, but it always, the look come first.
yeah. Yeah.
But it was on the back of my head, like, okay, I need also a hat that has to be practical. But if the hat is practical but doesn't have the look, no for me.
Yeah. Okay. I love it. Okay. Next question is, I already feel like I know the answer to this, but I'm going to ask you anyways. So I would assume you wear all sorts of colors, all sorts of patterns, or are you actually more of like a solid color person? And do you have a specific color palette in your wardrobe? Like, are there any colors that are like off limits for you?
Oh God, I love colors. I love every colors. I think each colors kind of represent different personalities, different moods each day that I have. So I cannot tell exactly which color I like. But now I'm into like pink, yellow, blue. I love black also. It's like the shape of the hat is interesting or have something. I feel like I love everything, Jamie. I love every colors. I love statement patterns as well. I love like in my wardrobe I have solid colors. I feel like my clothes I have pretty much like maybe basic, but also I have some statement pieces like white animal prints or floral prints. But I think I keep my outfit pretty much like I think basic.
Okay.
I think I have mix of everything.
So you go for the basic route for clothing, but you really spice it up with the accessories.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
But I have some fun pieces of my clothes as well. But I feel like someday I don't want to think, I can wear just like a white t-shirt, white button-down t-shirt and jeans, and like put like a, statement piece of hat. Whatever, I have the mood in that day. Okay. But sometimes if I feel like why I would like to go crazy, because I clash some prints together. So each day is different.
Oh my gosh, this one is so hard because seriously, you can do any of them. Okay, what I'm going to do is we're going to go through, and as I'm going through each hat, I just want to hear what you think about it. Like, and even if there's something that you're like, I like that, but I don't know if I wear that hat, or I don't know how I feel about that color. Like, I just want to hear what you're saying.
Okay.
And then at the end, we'll do a reveal, and you can tell me which one you chose. And
Okay.
I still think I'm going to give option 1, 2, and 3.
Sounds good.
Because I have a reason for each one that I'm thinking for you. Okay.
Okay.
And I also, it's so hard because I even have some new stuff coming that's not actually available yet, but I want to show you that too because there's one in particular that would just be like fabulous for you. Okay, but we're gonna start from the top. I'm also gonna try them on so you can see what they look like on me, so you get an idea of what they look like. Okay?
Perfect. Yes.
Okay, first up is the Arrow, which is the one I'm wearing. I wear this one all the time. I love it because it has a very like almost like vintage Western vibe, but it also can be so chic. I mean, what you were saying about like t-shirt and jeans, like you could throw this on and just look absolutely amazing. Obviously the crown is super unique. So what are your thoughts on this one?
I have to give you my poker face. I cannot show you my emotion.
Yes, yeah, you can't. Yeah, you can't let me know. You cannot let me know what you're thinking.
I'm not so good with that.
But just I feel like we're already on the same page. But yeah, what do you think about this one? I feel like I shouldn't have started with this one.
Oh my god. I have to say it's super chic. I love the open crown.
Yeah.
Because something like that I don't really see much in the market. I see some people have that, but I feel like this is very unique. But also because of the color, I feel like it's so chic, super stylish, but also timeless.
Yes.
And you know, I love wide brim hats, and then have the stiff wide brim hats and one piece undone, like a make statement. Perfect.
Great. Actually, let me ask you one more question. I know that you can rock a short brim or a wide brim, but what is your typical go-to? Do you typically choose a wider brim?
Yes.
Okay. Interesting. Okay, cool. All right, so this is the Arrows. This is a gunmetal color, so you're spot on with the color being super unique. And I love how it's just got a simple hat band. And most of my stuff, the design is actually pretty clean. And the point of that is so that, you know, I really want the hats to be inviting. I want people to feel comfortable with them first. And then you can add and customize and get funky with it. But when someone's choosing a hat that really speaks to them, I want them to feel comfortable and I want it to feel inviting. So you'll notice that throughout the design of the hat's pretty clean, but the colors are fine. So.
Okay. And how many colors come with this
color?
Just this color.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so that's the Arrow. Next, Next, I'm going to show you the Phoebe.
Oh, you bestseller.
Yeah, so this is my #1 seller. It's packable, crushable, which is great. It's also water repellent.
I love the color.
Yeah, so this is
I always love like burnt orange.
Yes, yep. This is the burnt orange. The brim is really great. So the brim is unfinished, which gives it a more like free-spirited vibe. It's not as like buttoned up as some of the other stuff I have. And it just feels really good on. It's lightweight. But yeah, so it comes in the burnt orange. It comes in.
Ooh, that color.
It comes in this like.
That color.
Yep, it comes in this beautiful gold color. I'll try it on so you can see what it looks like on me.
Oh my god, I love this.
Yep.
It looks amazing on you too.
Well, and it would also look amazing on you. But yeah, so this is the gold.
Yeah, and I love when you say it's also packable.
Yes, this one is so, I mean, and I've had people who have like traveled and stuff, and they'll tell me like, it held up so good. So this is.
But remember, you also mentioned about how to pick the hats that go with your eyes. Yes. So how does that work? I mean.
Yeah, so for people who, and what color are your eyes? Brown?
Black. Yeah, black.
Okay, very dark. Okay. So yes, it's amazing. You know, some people will be like, well, I don't normally wear those types of colors. And so they may be a little turned off by a color because they assume they didn't look good in it. Maybe because there's, you know, undertones of their skin or for whatever reason. But I usually look at the eye color because when you, like, for example, if someone has blue eyes and they put this hat on, you immediately are drawn to their eyes. Like, you don't even, it's like, again, it's like the hat is the vehicle to notice the person. And when someone has blue eyes and they put on like this like bluish hat, their eyes just are so stunning. And so I usually pick based off of like the color based off of someone's eye color. Or if someone has like hazel greenish eyes, like I usually go for the burnt orange.
Okay.
I also have like pale olive here, so if they have green eyes, I mean, this would be.
Oh, I love that color.
Yes, just perfect. And it's funny because people will notice it too. I'll be like, look at your eyes wearing that hat, and they're just like, you know, they're just like mesmerized by their own eyes.
Yeah. That's very interesting.
Yeah, it's super interesting. Okay, cool. So this is the blue stone.
I love the color too.
You like the color of that one? So out of the colors you've seen so far in that hat, what's your favorite color?
I would say gold.
Yep.
And burnt orange.
Yep. Yep, we're on the same page. And then it comes in black too, which, you know, black is black, but the black is pretty chic, so.
It's timeless. I love black.
Yeah, I mean,
but because sometimes I have like black hair, I want to wear a black hat and no like trim or too plain. I feel like it cannot stand. Even like it match with my eyes, but also kind of blend with my hair.
Yeah,
sometimes.
Yeah. Hair color can make a big difference too. However, I also feel like, again, what you were saying earlier, it's all about like your own personal style, because like for me, I actually like to wear the same tones of everything. Like sometimes I'll be wearing like my yellow hat with a yellow shirt and like mustard pants. Like I love that, you know, tone on tone type of look too. So it's like, there's actually a particular hat that I want to show you that I think would look so good on you, but it is going to be, it's a black hat, and it's not this one. But I still think, even though, you know, your hair is dark, your eyes are dark, I think it's going to look so good. And I'll show it to you. Okay, so that's the Phoebe. Okay, so next I want to show you the Frankie.
All right.
So this is also a really popular shape. It's actually more lightweight than the Phoebe. So it's
also packable.
Very packable, very great for traveling. The wool, like I said, is lighter than the Phoebe. Comes with a leather chin strap. The brim is really fun because you can like pop it all the way down when it's raining.
That's really cute though.
Yeah, it's cute. You can like,
and I love also the strap. It's practical, like because sometimes when I walk in New York City in some area really windy, and sometimes like, it blow my hat all the time. I have to make sure that I don't lose my hat.
Exactly.
And this is a great option.
Yeah, that's what I tell people too. Even if they're not feeling the chin strap, some people are like, I don't know how to feel about the chin strap. I'm like, you're gonna be happy when you're wearing the chin strap on a windy day. But let's say, you know, you're outside and you're wearing it because it's windy. When you get where you're going, I tell people you can just put the chin strap up in the hat. You don't even see it. And then you have a super classic look.
Right. Super easy to wear.
Super
can
easy
go with anything. Yeah.
Yep.
Because not everyone would like to make like a statement. And this one just, you know, you can make casual style and super. Yeah, it's really cute.
Okay. Next is this color.
I love the
color. Yeah, this color is great. This color is awesome. Same thing. You can rock the chin strap in the front, the back. You can do the brim. The brim naturally sits up, which I think would look great on you. But again, when it's raining, you can like pop the brim down. You can do one side up. Anyways, what do you think about this color? I mean, I know you said you love it, but like,
I love color, especially right now because spring and summer are gonna be here very soon. The light color like this, really fun, to wear and go out, go to nature and walk. It's pop and I love it. Perfect for the season.
yep. Okay, cool. All right, let me ask you this. Compared to the Phoebe, what are your thoughts on like the shorter brim compared to the long or wider brim? What are your thoughts?
Normally I go to with the wider brim, but what you're wearing, both of them right now, I feel like they really practical and they're really cute.
Yeah. Okay. Great. Cool. So this is.
I cannot make up my mind.
That's why I'm like, this is gonna be so hard because you could really do any of them. But yeah. Okay. So this is the Frankie. I'll show you one other color in that. It comes in a couple more colors. It also comes in this like camel color and then this like beautiful mahogany.
I love the pinch on the crown.
Yeah, the pinch on the
Cool.
crown is much tighter. Actually, this is probably the tightest pinch I have in all of my hats. So.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's so chic.
Yeah, it's great. I love this color. I think this color is so pretty.
This one brown or this one not burnt orange, right? It looks like brown to me.
It's like a maroon almost. It's got more purple undertones. The lighting here is a little strange, but it's more of like a mahogany maroon. It's got a little bit of like cooler undertones than brown.
So chic. I love that.
Yeah, this one's great. Okay.
Oh,
So that's the Frankie.
it's okay. Change my mind after.
Oh yeah. Actually, that'd be pretty cool if you change your mind. If you do, you should tell me what you were gonna be and then like what you changed your
Oh
mind.
my God, I don't know, Jamie. I don't know yet. Try to stick with what I picked.
Okay, the next is the fin, which has a braided leather band.
That's really sharp.
Very stiff. I mean, you can hear it. I wear this one all the time too. This one's a great one. And it also comes in this tan mist color, which is beautiful. And this like serpent brown.
All of them are so chic and timeless.
Yeah.
I feel like never go wrong with, one of these.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly. So that's the fin. Okay. Next shape, which I'm really curious to get your thoughts on. So you can pop the brim down. You can pop the brim up, which would be so cute on you.
I love that like retro inspired here.
Yes.
Super, super cute.
Yeah.
Can I see the detail on the side? Can I see the detail? Aww.
Yes.
I love that too.
Yeah. And with like a really bright lip, like during the holidays, I feel like this hat is perfect during the holidays. It also comes in black and brown. This was actually one of my original designed hats, and it's named the Joyce after my grandmother. So the whole story behind this hat is based off of like the personality of my sweet grandmother. So this is one of my original.
Sweet.
Yeah, this was one of my original designs.
That's so sweet. I can see like that sweet personality come from the hat. It's super, super cute.
And she was so feminine, and always had to have her nails done. Always had to have the perfect lipstick on. So that's what this hat's all about.
Aww. So cute.
Okay, I'm going to show you a few of the straw hats. And then I'll show you a few of my new stuff. And then we'll do the reveal, okay?
Okay.
I hope I'm ready. Okay, so this is my Panama straw. It's called the Chapman. It's just a natural, very natural. It's natural color. It has like a textured ribbon for the hat band, which is great.
Is that like a metallic?
Yeah, it looks a
appeal
little,
or something.
yeah,
Yeah, it looks really cool. Look, really different. I can see it myself wearing that, like strolling in the city, or even go to the beach. It's
yeah,
perfect.
exactly. Okay, so that's the Chapman. And then this one is actually the Phoebe. So same shape as my wool, but just in a straw because it's my #1 selling shape. And so I was like, well, you
Mm-hmm.
have it in a straw. So it has a navy blue chin strap.
Okay. I feel this one more feminine compared with the Chapman.
Yeah, yep. The Chapman can be exactly. Yeah, the brim. I love this one too because this one is a little more useful in a way. Like I could see someone if they're always out in the yard, you know, it's stylish, but it's also very useful. But again, you could put the chin strap up in the hat and it gives it a total, even more of a classic look too.
Mm-hmm. Love it too.
Okay, so
I cannot say no to anything that you're showing me right now.
okay, so I'll show you the straw hat that I think I was telling you about that I think would just be perfect for you. Is it has like a super interesting, you can see the top. It
Right.
is.
How do you call this the hat? It's not border hat, right? Because you got that.
So this is called I don't even know really how to pronounce it, but it's like optimal.
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 Optimal. Oh, interesting.
Yeah, and so
That's really cool of the pinch at the crown. I mean the top of the crown.
yep, and it's a Panama straw again, so it's a super tight weave, and it's black, but it's almost like it's a muted black, so it's not like a stark, you know, black.
Mm-hmm.
So it would still show up on you. It would still show up against your hair color, which I think would be really pretty. But I just love how chic and simple, and you know, I think this one would look so. This is not my pick for you, by the way, but I think it would look so good on you.
Yeah, I really love that unique crown.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. All right. So my new hat, which I'm like, please come in soon.
Oh, so adorable. I love the color. I love pink.
Yeah, it's like a dusty rose. It's the same it's the same crown as the Phoebe, but the brim is finished, so it's got a little more sophisticated vibe because it doesn't have that unfinished brim like the Phoebe does. And so this one I think is a little more tailored feeling, a little more sophisticated, whereas the Phoebe is just a little more free-spirited. But this color is great.
I love the color. What's the name of this one again?
So this one is the Willa.
The Willa. Okay.
Yep.
The color is amazing.
Yeah, the color is so good. It's like
I love dusty pink. It's super, super, you know, nice and perfect for the season.
Right? I know.
Yeah.
And then it also comes in this pale olive too.
Oh, this one also interesting.
Yeah. Yep, it comes in a pale olive.
Oh my God.
And then last but not least, this is called the Noble, which I'm also obsessed with. And it's one of my new styles. This is a little big for me. I have a small head. These are all like a medium size, but you get you get the gist. And then it comes in this pale olive too.
Oh,
And you can like pop the
oh, that's so cute.
Yes. Yeah, it's super cute. I love this one.
Mm.
Okay, I am dying.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. I'm dying.
Can I have a break?
No, I'm like, I have to tell you what I chose for you. Okay, so this is what I'm thinking. So I'm actually going to put it on my head and stand up so you can't see which one I'm going to stand up in. Okay. So like I said, I have #1, I have a #2, and I have a #3. So the first one, do you want to see all 3 and then you tell me which one was your first?
Okay.
Does that work?
Oh, yeah, I would like to see all of your 3 and then I will.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so the first one, I mean, you could rock it every day of the week, but it's more of a statement. So I wanted to give you a statement option. My second one is more of like a useful, it's still stylish, but very useful because you said that you like to, you know, walk through the woods, but style is still #1. So like combining the usefulness of the hat, but also still stylish. So that's my choice for number 2 for you. That's what I was thinking about. And then number 3, I just want to see you wearing it with all of your fabulous outfits because I think it would be so perfect for you. But it's my 3rd choice. So
okay, let's go.
Okay.
Let's see.
Okay, option number 1. You can't see me, can you? No, you can't. Okay. Option number 1. And you can't tell me if it was your first until we get through all 3.
All right, I'm so excited.
Okay, this is my first choice for you.
Oh my god. Okay. I'm not gonna say anything until the end, right?
Yeah, you can't say anything at all.
Okay.
This is choice number 1. Coming in a close second. Like I went back and forth on both of these.
Mm-hmm.
I'll show you the second one. And then this is number 2.
I love this color.
This is my number 2 for you. Because I could see you doing something so, like something so funky like this, but then still using the chin strap when you're walking. And I mean, the color for you, let's be honest. Like, the color for you is perfect. Okay. Now I'll show you number 3. Okay, and then last but not least, well, I guess it is my last option for you, but it's still a great option.
I think you got me every piece that you.
So this is my 3rd option for you. Okay, tell me. You gotta tell me what your number 1 was.
So before we started all conversation, I picked the first one that you picked for me. Okay. You got me right there.
Oh, I love it! Yeah! Oh my god!
You're amazing!
It is. I love it.
It took me a long time just to pick this one, but you got it.
Yay! Okay, I love it.
Because I don't have like an open crown yet. I love all of your hats and the Phoebe and the Wheeler with like new colors. I love all of that. But I feel like because I don't have the open crown yet, and this one I feel like it's really cool. It's got like statement look. I always go with the look, and this one just like one and done. I can go.
Yes, I can just see. I mean, I can just see you rocking this hat. Like, no questions asked.
But then when you show me more of like the other hats and the colors, the pink, olive, and gold, and I start to talk like, should I go with the colors?
Okay.
I like number 1, this one, and then the number 3 because I love the gold color.
Yep.
But I also love the number 2. I love also like mint green.
Yes.
So you got me.
Yes. I'm so glad. I mean, this one I felt like was a no-brainer for you. But like you were saying, the color, I mean, you're so colorful. And I mean, like, your personality, too. Like, you're just you, like, the way that you dress and everything totally represents who you are because your personality is so colorful. So it's hard not to pick the colors. Like, even if the shape may not be something that you would typically go to, the color, like, you can wear
those drawn me, the colors.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, you can't go wrong with any of them, but that's so funny. So, yep, here we go.
I think I have to get those 2.
So, I mean, this is you. Am I right? Everyone who's watching, are we right? Like, are these 3 perfect for her?
Which one should I get first, the gold or the green? I need someone to vote here.
Yeah, we should send out. Oh, that could be cool.
Yeah, right.
Send out the 3 that we landed on and have your viewers choose.
Yeah. Ooh.
Cool. Anyway.
I would love to have them all, but my husband would say like, "Why are you gonna get another hat?" I have to pick which one I'm gonna go first.
Yes, it's like you can have as many hats as you want. You can never have too many hats. Oh, they
But
love
you were
it.
so amazing. You got the perfect one that I have in my mind.
That's so cool. I love it.
Yeah, and it's super cool because even my husband say like he has difficult time to like shop for me because he has no idea. Um like I change my mind every time. But
Yeah.
you just like I just spoke with you a couple times and you like boom, you got me right there. I have to
This is why I love what I do, because I mean, obviously sometimes I'll steer people in a different direction. I'm like, no, I mean, it's cool, you know, it's great that you are taking into account what I'm saying, but it's always about how you feel and how you feel comfortable. And so, or if you feel comfortable in it. And so I'm so jazzed that we chose the same, because
I
like
know.
I love it. I'm like,
I couldn't believe
so
that.
happy. It makes me so happy.
I
But
would like to
yay!
recommend everyone to shop with Jamie because she's amazing and she can help you. If you don't know which hat to go for, talk with her.
Yes, if anyone has any questions, let me know. I am doing 25% off on my website in honor of all the amazing mothers out there for Mother's Day, and that sale is going on until May 10th. Make sure to use the code GIFT25 at checkout, and you'll get 25% off. If you are interested in doing a styling session like Anita and I just did, with every gift card purchase, you get a free styling session to find the perfect hat. So you can join in on the fun too for everyone that's watching.
Yay!
Yay! Okay, I feel like we need to take a screenshot picture of us, right?
How can we do that? Okay.
Okay. That's a great question.
I'm really
I want to like hold it up, you know, because I
Can we
want
do it?
people to see what we chose for you.
Okay.
But I don't have a free hand. Is there any way you can do it or no?
So just press two buttons together, right?
Yeah, yep.
Right? Okay.
Make sure
Hope
you
I don't really hope everything stays to stay here. Okay, 1, 2, 3. I think I got it.
Did it work? Yes! Oh, we have oh my gosh, she said she could take one. Thank you so much. Can we get it?
Yeah, I got it.
Perfect. Oh my god.
But I will send it later, I think.
Oh yes. Okay,
Right?
great.
Not now. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. It was so fun. Yeah.
Yes, and I can't wait to see which one you're going to be rocking if you decide on one of the three. But this was so fun, and I cannot thank you enough for being a part of it. And thanks.
Thank you so much for having me, and I'm so grateful that we connect. During this time, and I really love your work, and I would like to support and shout out for people to come to shop through your hats.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm so thankful that we connected. I really am. Like out of everything that's going on right now, like this is what really keeps me motivated and keeps me going when I meet people like you that have similar, similar things inspire them, and everything that you've said to me, I feel so drawn to you. So thank you so much.
Thank you. So keep calm and put the hat on.
That's right. And of course we'll be following up with you after this. So thank you so much, Anita. Thanks for everyone.
Jamie, and I speak with you. So thank you so much for everyone to being here.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.